Hey guys, this is my review of the Hamilton Beach electric can opener. I've had this thing for about, I'd say almost 2 years now, and it's performed absolutely fantastic. It does everything that it's supposed to do, which is make it easier for you to be able to open your cans. Before we had this little twist up style manual, and it worked fine and all, but it just was not, it was frustrating sometimes, and having something like this is a great option to have whenever you, especially if you're trying to cook lots of things. You know, you're in the midst of everything, trying to open all these cans up and stir this and do that. Having something do this for you where you don't have to fool around with, you know, twisting and making sure you're holding the metal piece that comes off the can and all that. This solves all of those issues and more. So I kind of want to go over a quick review of what its features it's got, and you know, my general thoughts on it. But yeah, so go ahead and start looking straight on from the front here. The way it works is this lifts up here and you get a can. So we get a can here, got a can of corn, and what you do is you just put the corn, lift this up, put the corn right here on this little gear, and when you push down it starts. I'm gonna show you that here in a second, but basically that all it does, there's a blade that's right here, and this can actually, you can actually pull this piece off, and you can replace this blade. It just takes that little Phillips screwdriver there, and you can replace this blade if it eventually gets dull. So that is removable. If you want to clean or whatever, you can do that, but it just slots back on there just like that. This piece here is a magnet. So once it's done cutting, it'll latch on. As you can see, it'll latch onto the lid part, so it's not falling. You don't have a razor sharp piece of metal that falls off after it cuts, and you just don't want to have to deal with all that. So that is another handy feature for sure. Another cool thing this thing has is a built-in knife sharpener. If I can get that to focus there. So if you've got a knife like this, you can actually sharpen your knives right here as well. So it's got a handy little knife sharpener there, a little side tool. If you ever want to use something like that, you've got a built-in knife sharpener there. So it can be something that you leave on your countertop here, and before you're using knives or whatever, you can cut it, or you can sharpen your knives with it here. So it is a handy little feature, but I think one of my top features that I like about this is the fact that you can store your cable in the backside here. So it's so neat. So like, at least for me, I hate having to deal with all the cables all bunched up all over my, you know, my counter space here. So you can plug it in like this, plug it in, and you're able to tuck all the rest of this inside of here and get rid of all your slack. So it's super handy to have. And since we've got it plugged in, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how this works. So like I said, you get the lip of your can, put it underneath the, well, let me lift this part up. Put the lip of your can underneath there, push down, and this part, well, there you go. You just push down on this part here, and it goes around and cuts the whole thing. So once it's done, you know, you let go of this part, you pull up on this portion, and there it is. That's it. It gets rid of everything, or I'm sorry, it gets rid of the lid for you, so you can get straight to pouring that or however you want to do. And like I said, lid is up here on the top part, so, or attached to the magnet, so you're able to just pull it off, throw it away, and you're good to go. So it is super handy to have that magnetic part, just because you don't have to worry about that lid falling anywhere. So, but yeah, that is my review of the Hamilton Beach electric can opener. This thing has done fantastic for me. I highly recommend you guys checking this thing out. 10 out of 10.